Okay, in this episode I want to talk about what do I keep in my kit bag. Obviously you might want to keep less, you might keep more. You've got your own ideas, please post them below if you've got any ideas for what you might keep in your kit bag. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the like button, and here we go. Right, puncture repair kits. You can get these from Poundland for about £1. Go to a decent cycle shop, you'll probably pick something up like this for 5 or 10 quid. This one contains repair patches, the tyre levers, inlet tubes, Allen keys, and a multi-wrench, so pretty useful. Always a good idea to keep one of these if you don't have access to a cycle shop. Generally I'll go to a cycle shop to get it done, and they charge about £10 normally. They get it done instantly, which might save you 20-30 minutes depending on the puncture and how you're going to repair it. Hat, always handy. If it rains, I don't like to use my hood because visibility is reduced, so wearing one of these things. This is one again from the Deliveroo Christmas pack. I don't think you can buy these in the Deliveroo shop, but it might be worth a check. Nice piece of kit, and always handy to have one of these. Also keeps you pretty dry when it rains for me, and dry enough, so yeah. Spare cable, goes without saying really. These things cost a couple of quid. On eBay you can get decent ones. It's always worth buying a pack of 3 or 4. If this thing goes, your phone's running out of battery, you could potentially lose your shift, have to end your shift early, or potentially you could get bad statistics, so it's always a great idea to have one of these. If your power bank runs down, it would be a good idea to nip into some shops have them, or restaurants will have a charging point usually for your phone, so always a good idea to carry a spare cable. Not much weight on it either. I've got a Necksock here. This is something I would usually wear. These are great, as I mentioned in a previous video. They're good if you're wearing the Bluetooth headphones. You can wrap them around, and if the headphones fall out, this thing will hold your headphones. Gloves. These ones have got the phone touch finger things. So when you use your phone, smartphone, you can still touch the screen and it will still respond with these. Yeah, I find that a bit hit and miss, but it'll keep your hands warm. It's essential at times. Also stop you getting too many blisters on your hands. I've got plenty of blisters from working. These things will help keep blisters away. Pump, this is a nice compact one. Actually takes a bit of pumping this, it's not great, but it's got me out a couple of fixes. Not heavy to carry, and other people, always you can lend it to other riders as well if they need to borrow the pump, so pretty handy. Again, most bike shops have free pumps, so you're decent quality ones, so you can nip into a bike shop if you're near one, but you're not always near one, so great thing to carry. Multi-tool. Now I don't always carry one of these as they have a bit of weight to them. This one's got the socket set, and screwdriver, posi drive, and a flat head one. Allen keys, and some kind of spanner set. These are pretty handy. Whether it's worth the weight penalty, I've used it once or twice. Yeah, certainly worth considering though. These probably cost 10 to 15 quid, probably get them even cheaper. I think you might even find one in Poundland for, you guessed it, £1, so worth carrying. Spare front light. Some wet wipes. These always come in handy if you spill a bit of food, or if you get oil on your hands. It's always a good idea to carry some wet wipes or some tissues. Wet wipes tend to be better because they get things cleaner. Spare power bank. Now I carry a power bank usually in my my phone holder. This is a spare one. It's good for charging my earphones if they need charging while my phone's charging, or just as a backup in case I totally run out of juice in my main phone. This one cost £1 from, you guessed it, Poundland. Obviously you can pay anything from £1 up to 10-15 quid for these. If you've got a main power bank that's better quality, you might not need an extra one, but sometimes they break, the connections break in them, they get wet, so it's a good idea to have a spare power bank. This light's a good idea. This one from Poundland again, you guessed it. What I do with this is clip it onto the back of my bag, if you can see here. And it acts as a backup to your main light, your main backlight. This one can obviously be seen a bit better by HGVs or people from a different angle. If your main light's hidden under your seat, which sometimes you have to with the lights when you attach them to your bike, then this thing will possibly save your life. So yeah. This actual Allen key looking thing is a Allen key to release my. I've got locking wheel nuts on my bike rather than the quick release ones. Spare batteries. Now I use these batteries. These are ones that are actually great. These are Eneloop. There's Eneloop Pro and Eneloops. They're a bit pricey than normal batteries. When I put these in my light, I can leave my lights on all day. I like to leave them on during the daytime, even for visibility. And these things last normally 4 to 5 days with your lights going. If you've got the LED flashing lights, you might get different usage from different type of lights depending on the brightness, but these things are great. Always worth having a spare set on you just in case. You never know when you might need them. So yep, these things are great. And finally, a couple of quid, always handy if you get to a newsagent, you need a bit of food or something, and you don't have any, they don't take a cash card. Yep, handy for just buying bits. Obviously, if you get tips, you can put them into your bag as well. Any tips sometimes can build up, cash tips. Make sure you pay tax on them and declare them. I'm sure you do. Right, that's it for what's in my bag. What else do you keep in your bag? Any other suggestions? Is there anything else that you find essential that you keep in your bag? I don't always carry everything that's in this group of items when I'm cycling, just for the weight value of it. Obviously in winter I'm going to get rid of the gloves and the neck scarf and the hat. Spare light, this weighs nothing, so it's always worth carrying, although if I've got this one, this is a good backup. This multi-tool set, cycling set, it's a maybe because it's got a bit of weight to it, so I don't always carry this, but it's always a handy thing to have access to. The wet wipes are always worth carrying, they weigh nothing. There's getting the repair kit. If I'm cycling, I know I've got access to a bike shop, I maybe don't carry one of these. I had a puncture last night on my shift, lost a few quid and had to push the bike home a couple of miles. It was too late for any shops to be open, so if I'd had one of these I would have been able to repair the puncture and got home okay. So I think I'll carry one from now on. The cable weighs nothing, essential, the batteries, the spare power bank. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like this channel, press the like button, and I'll see you in the next episode.